Many years ago, in the peaceful village of Umueze, lived Queen Ngozi. She was admired for her grace and virtue, the beloved wife of King Ikenna, the noble man who ruled the village with kindness. Their love was a source of hope for the villagers, but that love was short-lived. One tragic night, fate struck Umueze. King Ikenna was found dead, his body lying in a pool of blood. Ngozi was confused and heartbroken, for she did not know who or what killed her husband, the king. Panic spread through the village, and days later, the people started to spread rumors of foul play. Accusations fell upon Ngozi, and the villagers she once trusted turned against her. The elders and the villagers summoned Ngozi. "You killed your husband," said one of the elders. "Evil woman," chorused the villagers. Ngozi knelt down before them with tears, and without a chance to prove her innocence, Ngozi was banished from Umueze on the grounds that she killed her husband. Alone and heartbroken, she wandered the wilderness, her despair echoing in the night. Yet, amidst her sorrow, she carried within her the hope of their unborn child, the last tie to her love for her late husband, King Ikenna. As she journeyed alone through the bush path and the forest, Ngozi faced many challenges, but her determination never changed. She sought refuge and help wherever she could, finding solace in the kindness of strangers who gave her food and dashed her clothes and the beauty of nature. Despite the hardships, she remained strong, driven by her love for her late husband and her unborn child. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but Ngozi never lost hope. She knew that one day she would find a way to clear her name and return to the village she once called home. But until then, she would continue to persevere, guided by the love that still burned bright within her heart. Banished from her beloved home, Ngozi found herself lost in uncertainty and fear, her once promising future now clouded by doubt and suspicion. Each passing day weighed heavily on her, especially with the burden of her unborn child, a constant reminder of her lost love and the injustice she endured. Yet, amidst the hardships of exile, Ngozi remained determined to do whatever it takes to safeguard her unborn child. Alone in the wilderness, Ngozi worked tirelessly to provide for herself and her child to be. Her hands became hard, but her spirit remained unbroken, even in the face of harsh conditions and suffering. Through the bitter nights and the scorching days, she pressed on, fueled by her love for her unborn child, a source of hope in the darkness. As time passed, Ngozi's belly swelled with the promise of new life. But even as she prepared to welcome her child into the world, she knew her journey was far from over. The shadow of her late husband's death still haunted Umueze, casting fear over the village she once called home. Though she wanted so badly to clear her name and return to her husband's side, Ngozi understood that she must first ensure her child's safety, the last link to her love for her late husband, King Ikenna, before she could think of her own redemption. Days later, Ngozi went into labor. She endured the agonizing pains of childbirth, her cries blending with whispered promises to her unborn daughter. At the sunrise, she held her newborn baby, naming her Ogadimma, meaning all shall be well. From Ogadimma's first breath, Ngozi sensed her destined greatness, her spirit similar to the flames that consumed her father's legacy. Holding her tightly, Ngozi vowed to nurture Ogadimma's strength, resilience and courage, shielding her from the fate that befell her late husband, Ikenna. As years passed, Ngozi poured herself into Ogadimma's upbringing, instilling virtues of bravery, courage and compassion. Together, they faced exile's trials, forging an unshakable bond through life's storms. As Ogadimma matured, her mother's love fueled her determination against prejudice and injustice. Ngozi guided her daughter's training in archery, swordplay and diplomacy, preparing her for the day they would reclaim their place in Umueze. Despite the intimidating path ahead, Ngozi and her daughter Ogadimma confronted it united, knowing redemption awaited those who dared to pursue it. Together, they embraced the future's promise, fearless by the shadows of the past. As the years passed, Umueze fell deeper into despair, afflicted by a series of calamities that left the villagers confused and shaken. Crops withered in the farms, goats and all the animals fell ill and died each day, and an evil air hung heavy over the once thriving village. Whispers and tales of a vengeful force lurking in the shadows spread like wildfire, sowing fear and disagreement among the villagers. In their desperation for solutions, the elders turned to ancient law and consulted a native doctor, who revealed to them that their salvation lay in the hands of the innocent woman they had unjustly banished, the very same woman who carried within her the key to their redemption. With a newfound sense of urgency, the village chiefs dispatched representatives far and wide. Their mission is to find Ngozi and her daughter and beg for her forgiveness, for only she could save Umueze from its impending doom. Guided by the native doctor's prophecy, the emissaries searched several villages and forests until finally they found Ngozi and her daughter Ogadimma. And immediately they began to plead for forgiveness, for they had made a terrible mistake and misjudged her without even giving her a chance to defend herself. It took a while, but Ngozi knew a day like this would come, and she had prepared for it. Despite the pain of betrayal still fresh in her mind, she knew that she could not turn her back on those who once called her family, even though they wronged her. With her daughter Ogadimma by her side, she agreed to return to Umueze, determined to confront the shadows that threatened to swallow up their home. She agreed and followed them back home. Upon their arrival, the people and the elders further showed remorse and regret for the way they treated her. But as Ngozi and Ogadimma saw the darkness that descended upon Umueze, the native doctor further guided them on how to tackle the mystery. Together, they dived into the heart of the village's troubles, unraveling a tangled web of deceit and betrayal that had festered for generations. With the guidance of the native doctor's prophecy, they uncovered the true mastermind behind King Ikenna's murder and the cause of all the problems in the village. A vicious and cruel sorcerer whose dark magic had cast a shadow over Umueze for far too long. He wanted to take over the kingdom by all means necessary. In a final shutdown, Ngozi and Ogadimma, her daughter, faced off against the evil sorcerer, their courage and determination shining brightly in the face of darkness. With their combined strength and fixed determination, they banished the evil that plagued their home, restoring peace and prosperity to Umueze once more. As the dawn broke over the horizon, casting its golden rays upon a world reborn, Ngozi and Ogadimma stood side by side, their hands raised high in victory. The villagers, humbled by the power of redemption and forgiveness, bowed before them in great respect, their hearts forever changed by the courage and sacrifice of the woman they had once cast out. And as they welcomed Ngozi and Ogadimma back home where they belonged, Ogadimma took her rightful place as the princess and the mother, the queen of Umueze. The village blossomed anew, a testament to the enduring power of love, hope, and the unbeatable human spirit. The story of Queen Ngozi and Princess Ogadimma illustrates the significance of second chances and the transformative power of forgiveness. It reminds us that no matter how dear the circumstances may seem, redemption is always within reach when we choose to confront our past, embrace compassion, and stand stronger against adversity. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and drop your comments. Thank you. Bye.